say you want to be with me. Show me my ring, baby, let me think. I've been in the cold, story untold, about to unfold. How do you expect me to ever believe you won't be with me? You all at my grave. Can you play my band? Let me know if you will. Cause the trick gotta live. Talk is talk, talk is cheap. Tell it to her, don't say it to me. Cause I know I'm in control. See tricks are for kids, I know I'm too old. Go ahead, with the game, don't ever come back to me again. Where you go, remember me, I'm the best thing in history.
Check 1 2. Check mic 1 2 1 2. Sound check mic 1 2.
That's why you turn around. But now I truly realize some people don't wanna compromise. Well, I saw them in my own eyes, spreading those lies. But I don't wanna live a lie. Too many sleepless nights, not mentioning the fights. I'm sorry to say, lady, I'm walking away.
Hello and welcome to this wonderful moment live on this channel, the Chess TV. It's a program that is going to bring you testimonies about Franklin Life, the man who we are here for. It's an honor to his friends and families and neighbors. My name is Brenda, and it's good to have you join us on this platform. To begin with, it's a moment of happiness, a moment where we begin to share testament and how well Franklin has also done well in the society. So, part of other events, we'll have to have questions and also throw in shares in between because we need to know the facts about what gave birth to this very particular wonderful day. I know you wouldn't want to miss any of this segment. Keep yourself really glued to your TV set or better still your handset or many other devices that you're using out there in making sure that you stay glued to this event. And quickly, to bring you up to speak, I'm going to introduce my guest right away. It's not the person, but the man who we are here for. Franklin Felixson Fabulous is who we're having in the building this minute. Good to have you join me on the program this moment.
It's a pleasure to have you in Taraba State, Yargata, a
Thank
great
you.
sister doing creditably well in Adamawa State. Your name is Frank so well. It is written in marble, and we celebrate what you're doing in Adamawa State. And kudos to GoTel Television and the
Thank
television,
you.
the radio arm. But most importantly, you need to know this. We cherish you so much in Taraba State. Honor. It's a great honor for us to have you here. And for me in particular, Franklin Live, today known as Franklin Live Testifies, I'm just growing ghost pimples, all right, because sitting with you is a great honor. You don't know this, but the world must know this. I have to tell you that I feel greatly honored because your presence has also brought a good number of people here, people whom ordinarily, because of my invitation, may not come. But that is the power of synergy. That is the power of partnership. Thank you so much for coming all through.
Thank you for all the wishes and also the comments credited to my effort. Yes, so have us really bring us up to speak with why we are here to celebrate this minute. You quickly give us an introduction of who you are and some of what you do as an
All right. As you all know, as many may know, Franklin, fantastically fabulous Felixson, even though the fantastic part of it is usually very mute. I'm a television show host. I'm a corporate MC. I'm not a comedian, but anytime I find the opportunity to do so, I pitch in a little bit.
Muslim to do that.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But MC Kendo will beat me hands down, my kid bro. All right. I'm a corporate MC. I am a talent sporter. I also promote anything that is good. And then I'm a humanitarian, like any other human being would want to do, just like a Dr. Baby would do with the husband. You know what I'm talking? Yeah.
Yeah.
Living life to the best possible way with my co-friends, injecting positivity in life.
Right.
That's basically what I do in life. Breathing and letting others breathe too.
Interesting. Speak to us about triple X, yeah, F rather, because I know a lot of persons to be like, is this some kind of just fantastic names you decided to come up with? Because I know other persons are addressed differently from how you really do address yourself. What brought about the fantastic, fabulous, and any other names?
Okay, this may surprise you, all right? My name, first of all, is, yes, my real name is Franklin Felixton. Yes, my certificates carry that, our original names. But the fabulous there was birthed by a conversation between me and Shakata a couple of years back. And he unconsciously said that, man, guy, you are fabulous. He never knew that I was going to tag that to my name. And in the course of it, I was like, wow, Franklin, fabulous, Felixson. It makes sense. And then there was a time I wanted to celebrate my birthday. I was like, wow, God, I thank you for what you've done in my life. And just unconsciously, I was like, wow, I am fantastically blessed. So from there, I generated the name Franklin, fantastically fabulous Felixson. So you see, you have the Franklin, and then you have the adjective fantastic. So that's how it came about. And sincerely speaking, to the glory of God, it's been amazing, an amazing journey since this name started. And from the moment I, acknowledge the fact that I'm not ordinarily talented, fantastically fabulous. It's been grace, grace, grace to this very day.
Interesting. I know a lot of persons who also get to gain from what we're talking about today because most likely they were thinking if that was your, maybe we'll say the naming ceremony tag name. All right, bring us up to speed about why we are here today. You're testifying to us about this moment, a moment where a lot of persons really find it really interesting. Yes, others will find it surprising because a lot of persons get to know you as a reserved person, and we may not know how much water we have right there. And let's talk about your relationship. The number one thing why we are here is to talk about your relationship and the journey through it that gave birth to the date 9 of this month that you're going to journey down with your beautiful wife.
9.12, yeah.
Oh,
FM 9.12.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Franklin and Mariam.
in the future.
Yes, FM.
Okay, FM.
That's the date, 9th
Yeah.
December.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, FM 9.12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to give birth to something that cycle though.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I prayed gives birth to a radio station with that.
Can you bring us up to speed with that?
Wow, Yargata. Where do I start from?
Start from anywhere because we're all ears. On behalf of the audience here, I think I'll be
Wow.
speaking their minds.
Wow. Okay, first of all, as you all may have heard, Franklin Live is getting married on Saturday, the 9th of December 2023. I'm getting married to Mariam Danjuma Tutua, an amazing girl. It is about the most beautiful things that have ever happened to me because I have battled so many times and for so many years with getting to gain trust, be accepted the way I am, outside what people see as the Franklin celebrity, in quote. But from the moment I come out of that suit and settle down to eat kumbi and me and kuka, it's like the other person like, oh my, this is not what I bargained for. So there is the real me that is actually not faked outside. But when people see me in suit and they see me on stage, perhaps they think I'm bragging. No, I look for food, not packaging. So I needed someone who could see me beyond the stage, who could see me, the real Franklin that grew up in my summary and went through across the border, went to school and could speak some good French, came back home again and is doing well. And when he speaks, people are like, wow, he speaks so well. I'm not doing that because I want to prove a point, but it is my way of serving community. So why we're here is for me to testify that God has been gracious, God has been good, and from all indications, he is going to be nice. But for me, in particular tonight, is for me to honor the friends like you, brothers and sisters, who through these hurdles, they have helped me actually carve a niche for myself. I can't be Franklin Life International without them. And even those who are watching right now and listening to me, in one way or the other, they have assisted me. My parents automatically, that umbilical cord cannot be disconnected. Yes, already they know that they are honored with little or no at all. So I'm here today to celebrate with friends, as a pre-event of my wedding, to say, look, I have something to tell you. And perhaps if Yargata is able to, water the ground as it should, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of testimonies.
Interesting. I listened keenly. You talked about battles, and that alone is something to worry about. I know you have some few ones you may want to talk about, and the other ones that you feel, let me keep this to myself, perhaps for future use, or get to tell my wife when we get to, when we are pronounced husband and wife. What are some of those few battles that made you, that built you, that really gave you that opportunity in meeting Mariam?
Okay, they said disappointment is a blessing.
Sure.
All right? Yeah. Some disappointment. Yeah,
Yes.
That's right. Some disappointments are blessings. I think this is one of them. Yes, this is one of them. In 2007, I I should have gotten married in 2008. I engaged a relationship, and along the line, it wasn't friendly. I'm sure it was connected to the work I do. I'm a stage guy, in the city of Jos. You when you're in Jos, you even if you don't make the money, you just like the Maiduguri guys will say, the guy from Unibay, they say if you want to be made, you come to Unimade. Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm part of that.
Okay, I know you're going to talk about that. All right, kudos, Unimade. Yeah, so I was in Jos and then fell in love, and then it's like my profession wasn't accepted by the other partner, and so I was misunderstood. Right, I was still an MC, a teacher, a tutor, and also an MC. Um, Maybe she wasn't comfortable with that public, stature. Well, it didn't work, and so it took me a long time. It took me almost another 8 years.
You're telling us you were broken totally.
Yeah, I was because
But was there some kind of commitment? Because if you were that broken, that's to say you had commitment. Perhaps you had plans to settling down with that.
yes, in fact, I got her engaged.
Oh, nice.
Yes, a two-man engagement. It was not as a drop. Yeah, will you marry me? Yeah, okay, fine. The in-room thing. When it's sweet and everything is going well.
I would not agree. You have to kneel down in the public to engage with I think that alone was for the two of you there.
Hey, come on, yeah. But if I had done it already officially, of course, I will have to do the public kind of apology.
Yeah.
But still, I still apologize. Even to her, I still apologize because I was kind of an obstruction, perhaps. Yes. But then we're humans, all right.
Yeah.
We could get wrong along the way, but. It wasn't funny because to me, it was something I actually wanted to go into. Like I kept saying in the beginning, I needed trust. I needed a certain level of trust. So it didn't work. So it took me about 8 years, all right, to get someone. And it happened in Zing in Taraba State.
Yeah.
I got employed in a hotel to work. And then I said, look, since I'm managing this facility, I want someone who has worked here before because they wanted me to give it a breath of life. And so they told me about a particular staff who had left the hotel. I said, please, can I get her to work with me? Because I need some old hands, all right, to work on the old engine.
Sure.
I need the old hands to work on the reception because they
to
will
put
know
you
how
through
to run
some of the things they do.
Yeah. So they mentioned this beautiful lady, and then I said, well, can I go get her? They said, yeah, why not? So we went, and I told her, look, I want you to come back to the hotel. She said, no. She can't work in a hotel any longer because men come there and get her. They just want her to get in all the time, and she's not interested in that. So I said, please, can you work with me? She said, no. She was categorical about it. And so I said, okay, please, anytime you find one of your colleagues with whom you work, please, I'll be happy to work with her. So as I was driving, leaving her place, I was able to just peep through my center mirror, and I looked at her backyard. I looked at the backyard, I was like, man, this could make a very good wife, Oh, yeah. And I remembered I had her phone number.
Was there some kind of instincts,
Me? Yes, immediately. In fact, when I was talking to her, I was like, man, if this girl could
You had
come
goosebumps and
I really did. I did immediately because I have even when you see Mariam, I have taste, man. All of them, man, they have that stature. I like seeing. I want to see their presence. Yes, option. I like full.
Oh.
So
You have some kind of eyes,
I have eyes,
Yeah.
and I'm
Eyes
using
for
them.
good
I'm
things.
using my eyes.
Okay.
Brenda, I'm using my eyes.
Reason why you stayed for all the while before getting married?
Yeah, I
maybe?
needed to really needed to have.
It's like you needed to prove a point.
Not really proving a point. But
No,
I really needed
proving
to,
a point in the sense that I wouldn't want to get someone that is less than who I left.
Oh yes, something like that. Because when you're used to using a particular kind of foam to lie on, it will be difficult for you to go just spend 2 nights on the mat.
Interesting.
It's hard to believe. So yeah, it's very hard. So I needed that balance.
3, 2, 1, go.
We apologize for that breaking transmission. If you're just joining, you're here watching the testimony rather by Franklin Live. Today is an event in honor of his friends, family, and also his in-laws. I'll put that through because his in-laws will definitely be here to hear all of the testimonies he is having to put through. My name is Brenda Enda, in case you're just joining, and we're live on Chestv. This is where all of this conversation is really taking place. And to continue, we're having Franklin Live talk to us about some of the tests in which he finds really beautiful in making sure he doesn't make the wrong choice. And that brought us to where we are today, talking about the fantastic move, the fantastic journey all through the years, and also making sure that he got what his eyes saw. Right on point. Let's get it to this very conversation. Where did you meet Mariam? How? And how has been the journey? I'm putting this together because we really need to work with time right now.
That's right. Okay, just before I say how I met Mariam, let me just flow from how the story in Zing, ended up, how it folded up. Very important. So,
yes.
One thing led to the other after I sighted her through the center mirror in the car. And then a month later, I never called her to come work in the hotel. And one morning, I was leaving Jalingo back to Zing, and I remembered, oh, I had wanted working with a lady, and I think I saved her number. So let me just call. And I was somewhere around Mararaban Zing, where just after the custom officers, and I just parked somewhere around and dialed the number. And when I called, she now said, "Wow, I was just thinking about you." I said, "Wow."
And how did you feel?
Oh my
like
God.
That moment?
I was like, man, the jackpot is here. Oh yeah, I was like, the jackpot
that
is
was
here.
a win-win for you.
Oh, it was. And I asked, "Ma'am, I'm very hungry, please. What do you have?" She was like, "Wow, who am I that you eat in my place?" I was like, "Wow, like seriously?" And she said, "You can stop over. I have, but it's a local food." I said, "Please, I don't mind. Me, the food no concern me. Mine was the trailer.
Let it be cooked.
Whether I wait in the trailer carry or make I just meet the person who I want to go see." So when I got there, and she was from Kurmi, and she did the Kurmi kind of, there's this shuaka. Man,
Bitter leaf,
I
the
forget,
local bitter
it
leaf.
wasn't bitter. I chop
It's very sweet.
it
I've
wasn't.
eaten it. Oh, you just ate it. You were carried away.
I was.
Okay.
And I ate and licked my fingers to the tip. And
First day?
Yeah, first day.
Oh.
And she was like, "Wow, you
Like
mean..."
there was no shame.
No
there was
shame.
Not a big man thing.
Oh man, she was like, you see, little things matter. She was like, "Wow, you mean this guy? You mean you can eat my local dish?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." And one thing led to the other, and we started dating.
You did that because you had plans, though.
Yes, I did have plans, but she never knew that I could come to her level, her level in quote, but not knowing that, look, my level was as low as she can ever think. So she fell in love, and we rolled for 6 years. And just about when we were about to get settled, some things came up, and she suddenly got deaf, dumb, blind, and paralyzed. And I lost her in 2019.
Oh, dear.
Yes, right in my hands.
Oh, dear.
And it wasn't funny. And so just right when I was recovering, rest her soul, dear Veronica, and just when I was about, recovering 6 months after that, I was like, wow, can I still do this? Who else? 6 years later, man, it took me 8 years to get her. And after 8 years, it took me 6 years for us to try settle down, and God took her away. And there we go, went to a clinic one evening. I saw this lady in a facility, health facility to be precise. And I was like, God, she was putting up a hijab, I was like, God, if this girl isn't married, I will marry her.
Like right there.
Right there. I never met her. I went with a friend, and she was working. And I told myself that if this girl isn't married, I will marry her, if she is single.
It's as if you have an eye for love at first sight.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
It works for you?
I really do. It works for me.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
it really does. And
because I know a lot of guys will have to go through the process, trying to find her friends, trying to send some message, trying to understand, trying to read, trying to say all they can.
No.
Well, love at first sight.
Yeah, it works for me. Wow. And perhaps my expectations are also that as much as I trust you the very first day, It's like, I'm human, I'm sorry, perhaps it's an infirmity. But I think when I trust you the very first day, my desire is that you trust me as well, because I don't care to know what religion you belong to. I don't want to know which village you come from. I believe in love.
Wow.
Yes.
So all you saw was love? You never saw who she was?
No, 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 no.
Oh.
If I see you and you have the balance, when you have the balance, you have the makeup, not Faith J's.
You know, it has to be with the acceptability of your own.
Yes, that's
instincts,
right.
yeah.
Yes, I'm like an architect who suddenly knows that, look, this landscape. I'm not talking about Ballism, architect Ballism now. Yeah, it's like he says, look, this landscape. This is the type of building that goes for this. Will fit in. All right. Once I see that structure, that balance,
you just
and I scan it, whoom, and I'm like,
as the good man that you are, the man that has eyes for good things. You just zoom into it, and you'll find a place to fix yourself and adjust into the whole thing. I like your style.
Like, and it works for me.
Like, you're a straightforward person.
I am, and I'm not good at lying when it comes into relationship. I'm easily being caught, even if even if you drop the phone here and I moved it, even though you don't notice, and you jokingly say, Frank, you moved this phone. I can't mince words than to say yes I did, because I'm not good at playing at all. Wow. So that is why I trust at first sight. Okay. So I met this lady, and when my friend came back, I didn't tell him. I came back the following day. I came back and I saw her still on duty, on evening duty. And I walked up to her. I told her, she said, is there anything I can do for you? This is a health facility, please, I'm working, I'm on duty. I was like, yeah, just listen to me. She said, no, please, I'm on duty and you can see patients are everywhere. What can I do for you? I said, no, it's not about health here. She walked away. She said, please, I'm on duty. She was with gloves in her hands and all that. And so I came again the following day, saw her walking back home. She refused to use my car. I was having one very bad.
Perhaps she was scared. Maybe she's had experience that maybe she's broken. She's trying to fix herself or pick herself also. Pick up her pieces and try to move on. So sometimes.
Exactly. That's what happened. She was just out of something of such. And then one thing led to the other. And when she later discovered that, then she hadn't visited me yet. When she later discovered, she asked me a question. Are you Franklin live on TV? I said, yes. She said, no, I don't do again. I know, do you want to play me? You want to?
Exactly. Why they like that?
That is it. And Yargata, that's what I'm saying. I want trust. I want someone who believe in me, beyond what they may hear, because I'm popular, because I'm. Oh yes, you can say something about Charlie Nathan and say Charlie is a musician. He sings and all that.
He sings very well.
He sings very well.
That very
yes, very well. You know, he's too popular for my liking. You know, ladies are all over him. But that is wrong. That is all wrong. That is all wrong. It's not every artist. It's not every popular guy out there. We're so busy. I'm busy working out my scripts. I'm a TV show host, for crying out loud.
You have fans. You have people who crush on you. You shouldn't expect her to just accept you the way you are. Definitely someone somewhere may just say things.
Oh, yes. That fear, it's okay to be afraid, but it wouldn't stop you from taking the risk, and that's what she did. Today many people are asking, Franklin, out of all the ladies, those popular girls we know, we have pageantry A, pageantry B, pageantry C, and all of that. You didn't see them? Yes, I saw them. Kudos to them. They are beautiful ladies. Perhaps not for me. They are wonderful ladies. I can make recommendations, but like I said, at first sight they think they connect direct. I know this is my wife,
but you don't touch you.
You don't straight. To crown it off,
nice one, really.
When I saw Mariam that very first night, I told myself that if this lady is not married, if this woman I'm saying is not married, I want to be her husband.
You were ready to go through the thick and the thin.
Yes, I didn't want to know whether she's a Muslim or she's Christian.
Yeah, all you saw was love.
It was love.
I love that.
Yes.
That's the mistake most people do. You see someone you love, instead of trying to do some more findings about the person, you go about saying things that does not really matter.
Absolutely.
You're a strong man. I give it that to you.
Thank you.
8 years of all the jolly movement and how you wanted it to be. 6 years of how you were able to nurse another relationship that didn't see the light of the day because death also came in between rather. And after 6 months of all of this torture, I'll say torture because you had to go through moments of recovery and also trying to accept yourself back. You're a strong man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, fast forward to how the deal clicked for you, because the acceptance of Mariam's family is the deal breaker. Because most parents are very difficult. From your side, from her side, definitely there'll be that one to sketchy disagreement. No, he's from Gembu, he is Kambu, we don't like guys from there, they don't know how to keep women. I am just saying it. In fact, Gembu guys are fantastic guys.
Yeah, they are.
But the perspective, or the perception from where other people may think of it is why I'm saying what I'm saying. So don't even take it personal. I am from Gembu, I wouldn't want to say anything bad about her. Then all of the acceptance from your family to say, you know what, she's coming all the way from Takum, she's lived her life. How do you intend to really put her into who you want her to be? These are some of the disagreement that do come up before really there's that agreement that, okay, we're going to do this as a family and get to accept Franklin as our son-in-law. A brief about that.
A very brief one, yes. Now, in 2008, there was a break. Between 2008 and 2014, all right, there were people also met ladies, all right, and I want to say thank you so much because there were also some stopovers along the way, the journey. Yes, they've been fantastic people, just that it did not connect to transit into holy matrimony, which we want to experience in the next 48 hours or so. I will be getting married. So, so that's one. And then between
you don't want anyone to cry because you did.
Oh no, no one will cry.
Okay. I hope you didn't break other hearts out.
Well, I don't know what they call heartbroken, but so I never promise anyone you want to settle with me or I want to settle out. I don't do that.
So a brief before we go into that path, because it's a path I am very much interested in.
I haven't broken anybody's heart.
Before then, let's give in the brief about Mariam's acceptance, her family acceptance also.
Mariam accepted me from the very moment I told her, yes, I am Franklin of TV Taraba. I'm a TV show host. Yes, you're right. And you have every reason to be afraid. You are absolutely right. But first of all, let me give you a first reason why I'm trusting you. This is the key to my abode. This is one. I'm a very busy person. I come home sometimes late and I wake up first person in the morning. So if you've been hearing things about me, this is the key to my room. I did that.
On the first date?
I did that.
Give her the key to your house.
I did that.
You need a handshake from me.
Thank you, my dear.
You did well.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
No, guys, give me key. How?
I do. You
did well.
I do. Thank you. This handshake is for Mariam. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's for her. I gave her.
That was in fact, I think for me in the whole conversation, that's the deal breaker for me. A guy will just trust me on a first date and hand over the key to his house. Me?
Yes.
I don't know how it's going to be though. So you tried.
Literally, I've been very desperate to have a woman who would believe in me. And so when I saw that, like I told you, I trusted her. I said, look, let's do this risk thing. Look, my mother, my biological mother, went to prison in 1985 and only came back in 2001. And that was the level to which my mother trusted a man she has never met before. Unknown to her, this guy was into money laundering.
Oh dear.
And she was nabbed together when I was 3 years old, going with her. And do you know this man? She said yes. Who is he to you? To tell you how women can trust. So she trusted him. Do you know this guy? Say yes. So come with us, the police. And that was all. So she was in that mess because of a guy she trusted.
We have soft heart. We're good people. At least with that, I can brag a bit to talk about how well women are. We accept just anything. But it works with instincts, though. We are not blindfolded. We're very, in fact, we're very fast. When it comes to instincts, I think women's instincts works faster than men's. I think so, because I remember having so many conversations around it, and I saw how much really women trust easily. It's very easy for a woman to lend you money. Like, you can just play into her psyche and you get your money. And It's not easy, really.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want Mariam to go through that as well, because that was a template. Yes, my mother's template should not make her go through that. So I want to prove that,
it's
look,
not even coming in.
Yes, so she can't go through that. I won't put her through that.
That was just because you experienced that moment.
That's right.
And translating it to how she respected you enough to trust you. Before a woman would trust you, there must be respect. And there must be also commitment. There's that love also that comes from our bosom that will feel, okay, for me to be able to brag about this man, I need to accord him some certain respect as a man. It's not easy for a woman to just accept a man.
That's right.
You people think women are everywhere.
Yeah.
Same thing, we're also thinking guys are everywhere. It's because you see them every day. But the real woman you want, your head will work for it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Your heart will work for it. Because sometimes you will not even sleep. You're thinking, what is she doing now? Especially if you had a fight. I love that moment. It's sweet. Because I know he will not sleep, he will not eat.
People still do that?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, you've not done it before?
No. Ungraduated.
You've not done it before?
No, I've done that before. I'm just wondering. I never knew it still goes because, man.
I thought you've not done it before.
Before, but that was
you
about
would
some
do it
15
again.
years
In
ago.
fact, you would do it again. You're going into another.
Yeah, at this
phase
level,
of
it's
life.
okay. At this level, it's okay. It's just like being in the National Assembly and arguing for a bill that is for the people. So if I'm doing it with her and it's for the good of the family, it's okay.
You're not telling us the truth. You did it now, bros.
No,
I remember
I
one night you called me. You were like,
Hey, come on. But not with Mariam, anyway.
Mariam, of course.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I have to recall that.
You have to think about it. I remember you telling me stuff, and I was like, calm down, bros, calm down. If she's your wife, she'll be your wife. You know that fight.
I think that's true.
It comes
that's
in between.
True.
Yeah,
that's
I am
true.
tired. I can't take it. You know that when you've decided to settle down.
Yeah.
There's 1001 fights that will come through.
Even
and
this
it
evening.
depends on how well you handle that. Because these are some of the moments where we really need to cash in and see if really you can stand the chance to get.
We even had a quarrel a little while ago.
In fact, even on the day of your wedding, that morning you will have issues.
Like, seriously?
Yes.
What happened to the suit?
What are you not talking
I have
about?
to look good in the suit.
You have to look
So
good.
what face will I wear?
You have to fix it.
Wow.
Yes.
Mr. Marvin, it happened?
Sometimes at the moment you'll be like, you know what? I'm done. You're hanging your suit, and the next minute your friend will be like, not today. Frankly, you must not do this. You don't have to break.
Oh, these
like,
guys. Then Dr. K. They'll be
exactly. Takwa friend Lawrence will tell you that. The architect will have to tell you. Brother-in-law Mavis will have to encourage you, bros. You have to just stay put and put it right there. It's one of those.
But this whole thing, we want to get married. Each house we go to, Kuya Akurifa, what's going on?
The Hakuri party.
Say Hakuri?
Yes. Because that is the
It's
marriage.
scary.
No, that is the marriage.
Scary, man.
The marriage is the Hakuri.
We even sick and even the counseling thing. Everybody.
Is
What?
You know why they're doing that? Yeah. They are putting you on the path where it's easy toward, right? I love for the fact that everybody will tell you yeah Hakuri, but it's not everybody that is yin Hakuri in their own way.
That's right. That's right.
Do you understand? Right. Naturally, as humans, you have to put up that patience. That, in fact, reason why you need to know your partner extra. Study who your partner is to know your partner extra.
Oh,
it
thank
works.
you. Yeah.
I don't like this. Okay. Don't do this. Okay, but we love looking for trouble. Sometimes when the house is too okay, in fact, if you say keep this glass here, I'll have to shift it so that when you want to shout about it, I say, sorry now. I was just playing. How?
It's just like somebody said that telling Nigerians that if you want them to not urinate, they say urinate here, so they will go urinate elsewhere. Yeah.
So these are some of the reasons why they are telling you about the Hakuri thingy. It works. In fact, that of our parents, I'm not sure how much of them that kind of Hakuri will take. Looking at the generation and all the Gen Z and whatnot. So, as we continue on the program this minute, we also want you to prepare your minds, as I know one or two audience out there will have questions to also ask. And if you're just joining, you're watching us live on Chestv TV. My name is Brenda, and I'm having this wonderful moment with our to-be groom. He's no other person but Franklin Fabulous, Fantastic Felixson. Really? I really got that, and I held it really close to my hair. Yes, he's here to give us testament about his journey all through life, and also how he decided to take a bold step and say, yes, this is the woman I am taking home. And to the glory of the maker of heaven and earth, we are fantastically happy for him. We are happy that he's bringing home a sister, he's bringing home a friend. For him to have taken that decision, he has really gotten his mind ready for what he's going into. So guys, you prepare your questions as we'll be passing the mic to, or some of you who may be having questions to ask Franklin about what's up about life. But before then, let's quickly do this and bring us up to speed with some of those ideas that perhaps you just created them yourself, and making sure that you have had this kind of relationship, because every relationship have a style, and everyone also have a way of really making relationship work. What worked for you? Was it your idea, or you really had some other patches put together, making sure that you built what you wanted for you and your wife, Mariam?
Yeah, what works for me, I think, is the fact that when it comes to relationship, I am not as vocal as I am on stage. I am not as eloquent as I am on TV. I believe that I believe that women are just like they are like aeroplanes. You know, a plane will first of all steam for a while, and then it will study the environment for a while, and then run through the runway before taking off. While men are like helicopters, they just keep tap, they move.
Okay, sharp.
Good. So when it comes to relationship, like me and Mariam, what works for us is that I'm not the police. I'm not the police. Yes. What do you think? This phone is really good. I like it. What do you think? Is it nice? I say, no, babe, take the other blue one. I'm okay. I go for the blue one. All right?
So there was synergy from the inception.
Yes,
huh?
yes. Because I'm already Franklin Life. I'm popular here. I'm being misunderstood by other girls.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm being misunderstood. So when you trust me, the way I trusted you, I said, this is who I am. As simple as that. You may hear that Franklin is an imposer. I impose my own opinions, but it's not true. Come close to me. Mariam is her name, just like Mary in the Bible.
Yeah.
Mariam is that soft. She is very cool and easygoing, very understanding, supportive. But I have to also understand that people who are that calm, the opposite of them may be very, very destructive.
But have you tried touching other parts?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
You saw that other part?
I saw the other part.
You could accommodate?
Yes, I can accommodate. Because she, as much as she is soft, I shouldn't also keep a dull person at home as a wife. The world is changing at the speed of light.
Sure.
So as much as she is humble, she's also a very smart and intelligent woman. And so I saw all these things in her, and then adding it to the first trust and the love at first sight, man, we're just about to skyrocket.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I keep praying for her. I keep praying for her to get better.
Okay.
All right? Because she may hear this and it gets into her head. Yes, I don't want her to feel that she is a Beyonce in Jalingo. Yeah, but to me, she is the first lady. She's a Michelle Obama. So I want her to see herself as the best woman in the world. Oh, yeah.
Wow. This is quite interesting. Speak to us about one rumor that you heard that you were shocked. Like, you heard about yourself here, because I know you've had encounter with so many ladies, perhaps during some certain activities or trying to put them through some moments. And there's this kind of rumor that you get to hear. You're shocked, is even shocked that, so I did what I did without knowing I did it or something. Because definitely such rumors may likely get to Mariam, and at the point you'll have to pause. Like, do I continue in this journey?
You can guess the rumor. You can guess it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone here, you can guess it.
Okay.
Yes.
I wish I could.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just tell you what it is. Man, he's a womanizer. Franklin Tamborobana Wanchang Aina. Mamana ki gudu da kanu ki gudu da hanunki.
Wow.
Run.
That has just been it.
Yes. Then to break it down, there were references.
Wow.
Yes. He's going out with this person, he's going out with this person, he's going with this person, he's going out with that person.
So you were just dating
everybody. So I was like, damn it, me, Franklin Live. Secondly, what also shocked me one time is, man, they once mentioned the name of someone whom I'm going out with. I was like, oh boy, this
Who
is
they assumed.
okay. Assumed. I was like,
They
man,
assumed.
this is nature's gift lie.
Made in Taraba.
Made
State.
in Taraba.
Wow.
Made in Taraba. This is the combo. You know, you don't dig Gembu now.
Yeah.
You know, in Kaka quarters, there's a football field there.
Mm-hmm. Which of them? We have 2 football fields.
Me, I know one close to Engineer Nyanganji, their house.
Nuru
New
Primary
room,
School.
primary.
Yes, the one in Dumiaji.
Dumiaji.
Then there's one in GSS Gembu.
No, the one in Dumiaji.
Okay.
Good. You don't see those dogs where they're around there.
Yes.
Good. Have you ever picked a stone like this?
Why will I don't
Hit-
like dogs
okay.
chasing me.
Good. If you are familiar with dogs, it get that you go carry stone like this.
You're your keeper.
When you hold am, stone the dog with, if you hit am well, you no go, you go just, you know, say you don't get am well. If you stone dog and the dog doesn't, then run, just know say the enter am well. It gets room where we hear about you, be like, you know if you talk again.
He enter you well.
Yeah. Mama D called me one day, told how 3 ladies told her in one sitting, say me as I go marry, they are weak. My brother Charlie go say, my body weak.
No, this one just kill you.
Where?
So this is a very interesting testimonies that I know some of you may have heard about it, while some of you also accompanied some of the persons who had this kind of conversation. Some of you be sitting like some innocent person. Oh, it's not true. Like, you guys are not nice. Sometimes there are times when you hear such stories about yourself, you begin to ask questions. Like, at what point did I do this? You reason and start thinking something you've never had an idea, but you think for yourself. Like, at what point in my life was I able to do this and I don't know I did it? It's surprising, really. Going into other conversations, I know a lot of you have questions readily prepared to ask the person who has brought us up to this very moment. If you have any question, mic will be passed on to you for you to ask us questions. So as you accord that to them, let's also quickly bring you up to save the other conversations as we await any question from the congregants side. Do we have anyone with question from our audience? We have a hand up.
I won't be surprised though.
You shouldn't. Please, you tell us your name.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Iya Kayode. I am getting so goosey already with your love story, and I love it.
Oh wow, thank you.
I just have.
Merci beaucoup.
What is that aspect of this lady that makes you like, wow? Anytime you think about it or you know, you just like fall in love over and over again. And what is it about her that pisses you off? Like, oh gosh, she pisses you off when she does that. And now between what she does or what is about her that makes you fall in love over and over again, and that aspect of her that makes you feel like, I hate this. Which one actually outweighs the other? After you mention both of them, then you tell us which one outweighs the other. You understand?
That's right. I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, breaking down her question. She's not talking about, I think it's all about her weakness and also how you're able to handle how she reacts to certain issues around.
Okay, first of all, let me say the thing I don't like about her. Let me say the things I don't like, and we're working at it. Just one thing. She believes too much in me.
Wow.
Yeah. Mariam believes too much. Too much. She believes that anything I do is okay. She trusts me to that extent. It's just okay. Whatever I do.
She doesn't counter, she doesn't break in between to say, no, let's do it this way.
Yes, she may, but she feels that somehow if she counters, it may hurt me.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that hurts me also. Okay? But what I like about her, but at the same time I understand her submission, all right? That's how she is. But what I like about her is that She is very intelligent. Yes, she's intelligent, very intelligent. Why I say intelligent is just because. Okay, let me give you an instance. We don't have money. Then when I was sharing my invitation cards, I'm Franklin Life. Of course, I want to package my wife. I want my wife to look better than what she is. She also wants to package me her own way. All right. Then Nancy's wedding came up in Yola. So when I was about to go to Yola, and I said, okay, babe, get 5K. This is 5K. Buy 10 more invitation cards and get them printed. So when I come, we continue sharing. And mind you, we've been buying each pack for 5,000. And so by the time I came back, I saw her buy 3 packs at about 1,800. And so I was like, but why did you go for this? He said, babe, reason. It's the same thing. I mean, you don't have money and you keep buying the so-called overpackaged thing. And these people, they love you. It doesn't matter whether you put it in a VIP stuff or not. So reason now, babe, money no day. So look at, I bought up to 30 instead of just 10. And you know, we're going to this. I was like, wow, this is being. So me on my own part, I was feeling, look, because I am Franklin Life, I don't want my lady to feel I am buying ordinary card for her. So in my quiet moment, I was like, man, this is the woman.
You were shocked.
Yes, I was like, it was.
The dog sign just came in.
Yes, I was like, yes, this is it.
But
this is it.
most of the times, you kudos to women, because we really know how to do these things like that. Some. Some women will also adjust to say, see, there are certain things you don't need to blow your trumpet about it. Let me fix it my way. And some of you guys, because you're overcarried away, I'll just put it that way, you will try to counter it, shout, and even at the point you can even tell her, return it and get. Yeah. There are men like that. But for you to have accepted who she was and some of the decisions she took in between, you're a man.
Thank you very much. So to just say which one outweighs, I think her strength, all right, the fact that she's smart, all right, is the one that each time I remember, I want to. Yes, I'm like, no, this one.
You'll just be like the dog. They'll say, shh.
Yes, I'm okay. Yes, I can handle the rest. Okay. You know, I was listening to Pastor Joel Austin. He said most times why relationships fail, and I pray mine doesn't fail, and I pray the ones we are into do not fail. Amen. Is that the man knows that the lady has 50%, 30% infirmity, and then she has 70% excellence. Now, instead of concentrating on the 70%, he is concentrating on the 30% infirmity. So, but if you are wise, build on the 70%, since that is what you have, is the higher margin. Build on it. Gradually, the 30% will fall into it, and that's what I'm doing with Mariam. Mariam may not speak as fluent as I do. She may not be a public person. She may not know the color combination. But you see, she is a fantastic woman. She is clean. She is this one that will tell me, Franklin, no, we don't need this particular one. We don't need, because after all, this one is working for us and is meeting our needs. So maybe you're doing this just to meet your name. No, we don't need this. So it works for me.
Sometimes after some years in between, maybe you're going to write us a book about you and Mariam, because it seems you have a lot to tell us about you and the journey so far with Mariam. So back to our audience, if you have any other question, it's time to ask questions so that we'll be able to move on to other activities. Do we have anyone there? Okay.
Some people ordinarily, I wouldn't want them to speak.
My name is I'm a friend. Mr. Frank, it's a fun talk. I want to ask you a fun question. Now, you've spoken so much about Mariam, and this same Mariam is so very well. So in 3 sentences, one for each, why Mariam?
Wow.
Why Mariam?
Yeah, but this question shouldn't come from you.
Yes, it's an interesting question because
He's just pulling my legs. I don't know.
no. Before Mariam came into Limelight, you may have had flings and conversations. You may have had double thought. You may have seen other ladies that maybe they just passed your eyesight, and maybe you blink your eye at them and it didn't work. Why Mariam?
Okay, why Mariam? Because Mariam trusts me.
Do you trust her?
I do.
How much do you trust Mariam?
I trust Mariam 98%. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No, the two, maybe it's the man
Well,
upstairs.
you can share
two is for man upstairs.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can share.
That's way
yeah.
to a perfect person, you know?
Yeah. Mariam trusts me, number one. Mariam, because Mariam trusts me. This is why. Now, I have just told you stories around how I was looking for trust because of my name in the small community where I live, okay? And Mariam came, there she goes, and I've told her my interest, all right? And at first date, I'm not here to, and mind you, before that time, I just made mention so that it should be put on record. It's not as if because I was not into serious relationships, there were no Champions League going on. There were, the match, the Champions Leagues were still on, all right? But just that I never got the trophy. And so Mariam, we got the trophy. So Mariam earned my trust, all right? And I trust her. So Mariam trusts me so much. So that is one. Why Mariam? Because she trusts me. Two, Mariam has the most required qualities that Franklin wants in a woman physically. Physically, she's endowed. And I must say that.
It's my turn to do the sign.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do. I'm sure you're yet to see a woman as a full woman in terms of her coming as my wife. You see her on Saturday.
Some bombastic eyesight will have to be used to looking at. There's this bombastic kind of eyesight that you wouldn't want someone to look at you like, bros, calm down. Why are you looking at her like that?
Seriously. So she has all the physical requirements that I desire. All right. And lastly, Mariam has embraced my family.
She's homely.
Yes, she's homely.
Oh.
Yes.
That's in fact, I had that in mind to ask you lastly if she was homely, because it's very difficult really. In between, not all women, but some women to be homely. It's not easy to just love a man. You have to love his family too.
That's right.
But it's not.
That's right. Mariam is not just homely, but she, homely here it could be defined in many ways. Homes, you can make your home homely for people just because you have sanity around, all right? It's sanity and all that, but, she's accommodating. She's also accommodating. And so, do you know what it means that you spend the night with a lady and the following, I'm sorry, please, and then the following morning, she jumps out of the bed and she goes and leaves you with the duty of fixing the bed. In Africa, that is a certain level of disrespect, irresponsibility.
What were you expecting when we were still lying on the bed?
No, we jumped out of the bed.
Okay,
we jumped. We both did. Okay. We both did.
I was thinking she jumped out of the bed, leaving you in bed.
No. We jumped out of the bed, and she sees me scrambling, trying to see how I fix the bed.
Yeah. It's not gender specific.
No, it is not. But when that occurs once, twice, thrice, 4 times, and 5 times. But don't ask why we were in bed. We just spent the night in bed.
This is the most sincere part of this conversation. It's the most sincere part because I think everyone has a weakness when it comes to homekeeping. Really, it's a very difficult task, like changing the bed sheet, trying to lay the bed. Not everybody is really akin to some of this activity, like sweeping. In fact, some men. Reason why I said some house chores are not gender sensitive. Like the mothers here should be able to teach their boys how to cook. In fact, you are not teaching your boys to cook for his wife. If the wife is having cramps, the guy can
That's
enter
right.
kitchen and cook.
That's right.
If the wife cannot carry her leg when she's going through the 9 months pregnancy, you can be able to fix something. In fact, but I remember my mother would tell my brothers, we know they do shakara for my brothers. Lily, how? Before you go and come back, he don't cook strong too.
Banku.
No, that banku part. In fact, they used to cook the cool like that and eat. They don't even pound it. They will not pound for you to come and eat. They'll cook strong two, strong one. They'll eat their part and leave the rest for you people in the kitchen. If you want, eat. If you want, don't. I am encouraging everyone to learn how to do some of these house chores. It's not for the sake of whatever, it's for your sake. I tell my siblings, for your sake. No woman will look at you with bad eye. So these are some of the things you need to also accept. There are persons like that. Maybe Maria had siblings that will always do that for her because of her kind of job.
No.
Her job also, maybe you permit her for
I
that.
think I'm not understood.
I understand what
Miriam
you say.
does that. Miriam does that.
But that day?
No, not her. What happened? What
Okay,
outstanding? Yes.
Oh.
Why Miriam earned the sanity respect is because she does that. Others, you imagine you with others didn't do that.
So they jump out of the bed.
Yeah.
Reason why Maria
Once she does it. Yeah, she does it.
So you were looking at all of these.
You have to look at details. Sometimes you have to look at details. Yeah.
Sometimes they see your kitchen dirty. They don't even care.
Details matter. Let me say this. I say this. I'm sorry if it sounds repulsive or it's irritating. When I can go to that extent where I can wash everything for you. I can do that. I was raised just like you're saying. I was raised as the only child. Growing up as the only boy among ladies who are siblings, aunties, uncles, and then big sisters, cousins. I was the only male.
And these are some silly kind of criteria that you were picking.
Yes, so it easily irritates me.
But how on earth would a lady jump out of bed?
Yeah, I'm like not once, not twice, not thrice, 10 times.
That one said she not try. She didn't try.
No, yeah,
I was thinking you were still in bed when she jumps out of bed and you're still lying there.
No. We all jumped out of the bed.
And she leaves the bed scattered.
Yeah, leaves it scattered. And I fix it in her presence and it continues. And
Mariam, good luck to you. Okay. So, do we have other comments from the audience?
So have I answered your question?
Do we have anyone with another question? Because we're winding down as we get to wrap up the segment. Okay, someone is right there. Let's get someone talk to us. I think
Bachelor's Eve is around the corner.
Him and one other person, please, should be on standby so that we use that to wrap up.
All right,
yeah, let's say it. Welcome.
So the question I'm about to ask you right now is quite unusual.
Okay.
Everything you said sounded so perfect to me, and that's lovely. But the part I want to know, knowing you as a very emotional person, has she seen you cry?
Wow.
Wow. Yes. Several times. Several times. Oh yes. She knows. She knows. As a matter of fact, she says, "Calm down, calm down."
And they will not seal it up with "you be man."
Yeah. Be a man. Don't make me cry too.
Just calm down. You be man.
Now let me say this. That you are a man.
Men also cry.
Yes, men also cry.
Yeah.
You know, that Jesus wept doesn't really mean that he wasn't man enough. All right? Your infirmity is not determined by your expression of your humanity, all right? Especially when it has to do with emotions. I have done that before her, and that was genuine. It was genuine.
But did you do it for her, or something happened somewhere?
Okay, I so trust Mariam that, let me say this respectfully, when I settled down that I want to get married with Mariam, I made Mariam to understand that, number one, I am the only one. So she is going to be my first mother where that moment we are. So if I trust her to that level, she should know that what I can express before my mother, I should be able to express that before her. That's how much I trust my mom. And my mom and Mariam are as close as you can imagine. And that is why I also want her to be as close as possible to my friends who know me, so that she will know me with a different perception that people may have told her. She doesn't go out to get some of this information. But those who care, in quote, want to tell her that, Mariam, please be guided. This guy is a womanizer. But that's not true. And she knows that. So I have, yes, she has seen me cried, not once, not twice, not thrice.
But you be man. Calm down, you be man.
I be man.
Yeah.
So
rounding this conversations up, we really want to appreciate you all for being part of this moment. It's an interesting moment, and I know everyone is enjoying the testament. It's not easy for one to sit down to talk about some of the journey in which he has gone through in taking that decision to have himself a wife. Do we have a last question? We have last person? I'm crowning that the last person. Okay, we have Dr. K. Interesting. So I can tag this a besties kind of question.
Hello.
My name is Kepas.
I don't want to make it.
Okay. The mic is not working.
It will come up. I think you should just loud your voice a bit.
perhaps Bali should hold it for you. He must have done something to the mic.
I will change location. Okay, I just, my name, Kepas, and I've been with you. Like Charlie has said, childhood buddies. I've seen your relationship rise, I've seen it follow. I've seen your moments of weakness, and I can say I have seen your strength as a person. I actually just want to ask you a question that tests your deep understanding of who Miriam is. You know, sometimes when we are in love, butterflies used to cloud and love our judgments, and we see that even when we are making the wrong decisions, we see it as the right decisions because of the emotional pain. Well, we've been told that communication is key to every success venture, and we're about to enter an ending venture, you know, by virtue of our beliefs, you know, that from Saturday, you are getting in, good or bad, you stay in. So, there are 5 love languages, and by experience, I have known that when you don't speak the love language of a woman, every other thing you do doesn't make sense to her. So, I want to ask, what's Miriam's love language? And how do you go about it in relating with her?
Wow.
Okay.
Touching on this, we all have love language. It's either the man or the woman, which is natural. There's how a woman will get to you, and after a while, since she understands who you are, she's going to play that script to you, and you, in a way, fall into one of those scripts in which she's going to play to you. Some would decide to cook your favorite. Some would decide to buy you a gift. Some would decide to just lock up, not even mentioning what happened. Some would decide to just have you send emotional messages, not blackmailing, but emotional, putting all their anger in the message and crowning the whole conversation with, I love you. It's an interesting moment for us to know what are really Mariam's love language.
Miriam's love languages. Okay, before I answer that,
maybe you could just tell us what you want us to know.
Yeah.
And the other path is for her.
Okay, it might interest you to know, first of all, that, like I said earlier, if you remember in the earlier part of our conversation, I told you that from the moment Mariam confirmed that I'm the Franklin life she's been hearing about or she's been watching, she wanted to drag her feet and be very slow at getting involved. And that made me to have a rethink of whether or not really I want to get engaged with Mariam. Because at this juncture there is a level of fear and a feeling of lower, what do we call it, low self-esteem.
And insecurity.
And insecurity.
Yeah.
And so with that, it was an issue for me, a very serious issue. Even though when you look at Mariam physically, you are like, wow.
Soft as a dove.
Yeah. You're like, wow, she's physically very attractive, you know. And so that already was a huge challenge for me. And so when we got related, I told Kefas, this is answer the first thing you said. Marriage, yes, I have never been in marriage. But I can tell you, like Perry Mason would say, you can learn from seeing, from observation. I have seen things, I have read books, I have lived, I've been witnessing things happening. And so we learn from that. But you see, a personal experience will tell better. And I have made up my mind, like I'm about to say I do on Saturday, that come rain, come shine, I want to commit myself to this relationship I'm going into.
And your friends' kind of conversation did not deter your determination?
No.
Their kind of marriage experience did not deter you?
No.
Basically, I know you may have come across people who would talk down their wife, who would talk about everything that happened in their house. And sometimes you just be like, like, if this is the experience, why would I even put myself into the
Thank you so much for bringing that. This builds exactly how I'm going to answer the question, because I'm surrounded by friends who are positive oriented. I can tell you this, I don't associate with negativity, even from my social media platform, and that's my clique of friends. Just look around them. I don't associate with negativity. Yes, ill things may happen in life. If you go to my page from when I started Facebook in 2006 to this very day, if I'm not going to promote you, I don't say anything negative about you. Yes. So, such is me with life. The kind of friends I have, most of my friends are married. In fact, if I'm not making any mistake, even here tonight, the closest guys that are with me all have their wives. So, the level of conversation is also around. I'm also believing that next year Charlie Nathan should get married, Nation Photography should get married. I'm believing God for that. And I'm not saying that because I am luring them into what they are not ready. But you see, there's what your close pally would do, and you're like, man, I can do this, man. This is lovely. This thing is rewarding. And I'm seeing the reward. Guys, I'm beginning to cash out, man. I'm cashing out with this stuff. I'm cashing out. You know, ordinarily I have to do some posters and all that, but guys are literally telling me that, man, this thing is cool. But that is just about 2% of it. But the blessings are such that this lady is coming to partner with me. And so the love language of Mariam, all right? So are you with me?
Yeah.
The love language of Mariam is that Mariam expects from me to be her father. Yes, and she has that total submission even in our relationship. So, what I'm saying is, Mariam is not shy to show me her weaknesses. She may not deliberately show me, but she does things with the trust that she's with someone that she can fully submit to. For example, if she wants to say, because our level of education may not be same in terms of language dexterity or knowledge or fluency, it may not be the same. But I still believe in Mariam. Tell her that, look, you can still stand on that stage and have an interview with Yargata and discuss with Barack Obama's wife and talk and make yourself communicated and be understood. That's how I make her feel. So, and if she cooks what I don't like, first of all, I have to swallow it as long as I know that it's not poisonous. It may not be that delicious. She's been doing that for me. Look, we've not been relating, even if Mama Mariam says she knows it very well. We've not been doing this kind of relationship where we hide and do that. No. When I got into this relationship, I told Mariam I want to settle down with you. Architect is my witness. I said, Guy, what do we take to her? Let me see the mom and tell her. The mom firsthand told me that, Frank, I'm interested, but I just raised her. Her father is late. You have to go to Takum and meet the parents. And if they're okay with it, fine, we run this. And we did. So we've not been hiding and all that. If anything is wrong, she discusses with me, and the mother even calls me even before we went to even pay the dowry. So we are like a family before now. So her love language is that, look, I expect you to motivate me, even if I am down. So I'm giving it to her. So that's
Bros, you're speaking English. This love language, money should be involved.
And that
handbag, shoes,
and no, but that is a father provides, right?
No,
a father should provide.
We want it specific. We are women. We want specific answers. Love language. If you offend Mariam, there's one thing you will do that will really bring that smile. In fact, if Olga steps on my toe, I used to like it. That time I used to eat fish. I will see gifts. I will see shoe. And the question will be like, is this shoe your size? How is it not my size? I will just ask him if the shoe is my size. It's my size, of course. Envelope under the pillow. Data on her phone.
Okay, guys. Mariam is a very romantic lady.
Okay.
I think right about now, I think.
Okay, I think I'll take permission for that to waive it.
Yeah, please.
She's romantic. Yeah. I will leave it at that.
She's romantic, and you know you have to.
We'll leave it at that. The romantic aspect of Mariam, he understands better. Because we wouldn't want to state some really.
Maybe the part 2 testimony when she's around for the part 2, perhaps next after the marriage.
Okay, that would be her question to answer, maybe. So, in a few seconds, what do you have for your audience? Because we need to wrap up this segment and go into other activities.
What's mine?
What would you tell your audience?
Yes, thank you for this part. Yes, honestly, I must say thank you to my friends. Yes, to my friends. Wow. My friends, I will not call names, but when I say friends, you see me hanging out, you know my guys, you know my cliques, my kind of friends. Thank you so much. They've been very, 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 very encouraging. Very encouraging. We are humans. There are moments I'm like, Anya Zamuya and I'm like, Baba, Kimakasan class naka, Kuma ita, you need her. You need her. You know? So many times it had happened, you know. Please, of all what we've said, it doesn't mean that there have not been hitches along the way. Sure. Yes, there have been, you know. So I want to say thank you to all my friends. I want to say thank you to, in particular, Kefas. Dr. Kefas has been amazing. Architect Ballison, he's here. I must say that these are the strong guys. You know, Lawrence Takwa, he's here even with the wife. They've been amazing. Even before I told you that, babe, see the personal. And there's something she wanted to do. I said, no, Banaso. When I told her about Mariam, she fell in love with Mariam. And the next thing she asked me was that I should give her Mariam's number. I said, Mba. Because I didn't want it to be as if she would go and start packaging me. I wanted Mariam to experience me. I didn't want anybody to tell Mariam about me. All right? And I've never wanted to hear anything about Mariam from anybody. I don't want it. So that is why whenever they come tell her things about me, she laughs about it. And when we get joking, and you know, as a woman, she will still bring it up. Definitely. Yeah, she will always bring it up. Sure. How can I say, oh, you will experience it. If it's like that, you'll get to know. So I want to say thank you to our friends, all those who have, you know, helped me. My big brothers here, Freeman, Jetta, Godwin, praying for me from day one, you know, sheltered me in this town, and today he's always with me through thick and thin, and thick and what? Thick and thin. Good. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate, of course, my sister is here with her husband, Dr. Baby, you know, always supporting. You see, our media crew, everybody.
You're getting emotional.
Everybody, I just want to say thank you to all of you, the media, they're here. So, nothing more but to say thank you, all right, for all of you. And then, very importantly, if you're watching this, I've had girlfriends. Yes, I've had girlfriends. When I say girlfriends, is not necessarily those we've dated. Yes, I've had girlfriends, perhaps, who crushed on me. All right. Yes, who crushed on me, and maybe also those I crushed on, and I made a move, and they misunderstood me, or I misunderstood and I didn't work. Honestly, I value every moment we shared, whether it was online or it was physical or we shared a drink. I really cherish it and I appreciate. Because I say this because it is on record. I can't remember, but if there's anything, I want to say sorry, but I can't remember opening my mouth to say I want to marry you and I promise that I will marry you. I can't remember ever doing that. And that is, please, if there's anything that ever happened between us in the course of our relationship like that, please, I'm sorry. That's just it. But thank you so much for being part of this journey, and just pray for me and Mariam. We're still friends and life goes on, and I can only wish you the best as you pray for me. The world is a small place. Who knows? Who knows?
Thank you very much for your time on the program this minute. And
it is I go cry, no go cry.
I appreciate your time and company, and for all of the testament. I didn't want to really bring in the challenges between you and Mariam, because from the initial you stated that Mariam is a very positive person. So I understand that there was need for understanding, communication, and that really brought you guys up to this stage.
Please, I beg, just a sentence. I won't leave this stage without saying a very big thank you. Is Candy around? Where's Candy? Is Candy around? Candy has left.
Yes.
I want to say a very big thank you to Candy and the Taba family. Mama D with her husband, Apostle Lenbang. Wonderful family, and everybody affiliated to that family. Thank you very much. She's been a strong woman. In fact, standing as my mother in town has been an amazing experience so far. Mrs. Madanga, Joyce Madanga, wonderful mother, and every other woman that has mentored me in one way or the other. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
If you want to mention names right now, you start from top to bottom. All right, interestingly, this is where we'll bring you to a close on this platform this minute. My name is Brenda, and you can call me Yergata, or better still, Mommy J. You know, most of you will have to call me that. Mommy J is the center name you can reach me on. And this is Chestv Live, really bringing us to speed with all what we had today. The testament was about Franklin Fabulous Felixson, the man that will be journeying down to settle down with his beautiful wife. At this point, we say congratulations for the journey, and we wish you well. See you guys on Saturday. Bye.